Hey my friends, it is Rob Sims, author of Intentional Mornings and founder of Maximum Achievement Performance University, where I help people just like yourself to take your life to the next level so you can achieve your full potential. I just want to shoot this quick video for you today because someone asked me the other day, hey, how do you deal with feeling overwhelmed? You know, what do you do when it just feels like there's too much coming at you and you got too much to do and your head just feels like it's going to blow up because there's so much going on in there? What do you do? And so I took a moment and I kind of stepped back and I thought, you know what? I deal with this like everybody else does, and I do have a plan. So let's see what it is. First thing is what I just said, take a step back. You know, when everything's coming at you and you're just feeling overwhelmed, you're not sure what to do next, and you're struggling just to, you know, get through the next minute, I find the best thing to do is to literally take a step back, clear your mind, shake it off, and then come back to it. And there's some different ways you can do that. You know, you can go take a walk. If you're feeling overwhelmed, just get up from your workspace, leave it. Go get a drink of water, walk around the office. If you're at home, go walk around the neighborhood a little bit, or, you know, vacuum. Sometimes I vacuum to clear my head. It's great. You know, while you're pushing that vacuum around and you're actually being productive, so you feel a little bit successful for a moment, because oftentimes when you're overwhelmed, you feel like you just kind of hitting your head against the wall and you're not really achieving anything. You're stuck. But, you know, if you go and sweep the floor or do the dishes or something like that, that helps you clear your head and at the same time feel successful. Like, I just did something that matters, you know? Another thing you can do is literally shake it off. You know, like Taylor Swift says in the song, shake it off, shake it off. Well, that works because, you know, when you get stressed, you get all these hormones and adrenaline and everything. It's rushing through your body and it goes through all your muscles and it just makes them feel real tense. And then that all these chemicals in your body, they get kind of stuck. And the best thing to do to get rid of them is exercise of some sort. Now, you don't have to run to the gym, you know, that you could if you got time, but literally just shake it off. Just, that sort of thing. Just, shake it off. Let it go, right? Let the stress go. And it works. It really works. Another thing you can do, you might want to go to the bathroom if you're in a public place for this, because who knows, people might think you're crazy. I don't know. I used to do it on the baseball field. I played baseball in high school, and as a pitcher, if I got stressed on the mound, I would do this. And you don't do that with a mic on because it throws it on the floor. Let's try this again. Okay, jump up and down, right? And when you do that, let your muscles relax, and you can feel your shoulders and your back muscles just kind of going with the flow as you bounce, and you literally start bouncing off the stress and the adrenaline. You know, you can stretch. That's another way to deal with it. Just reach up for the sky, make a big stretch, get those muscles loose, because tension and feeling overwhelmed, it just pulls on you. Literally, it pulls on you, making you feel uncomfortable. And when you feel uncomfortable, you feel more stressed. So shake it off. Another way you can deal with this is, and this is my favorite, if I can, I want to go lay flat. Okay, here in my office here, I've got a couch over there. It's just about the right length for me to lay down on it. So lay down flat, allow your body to just kind of sink into the cushions. And all that tension, just allow it to flow off your shoulders and off your back, and just let it sink away as you just sink into the couch. And then clear your head. You know, practice mindfulness or meditation at this point. Focus on your breathing, focus on feeling the couch, focus on feeling your muscles relax and just kind of let go. If you've got an air conditioner or something in the room making some white noise, focus on that. Clear your head. Don't focus on the problem. That's the main point. Just clear it. Okay? So you're going to take a step back and find a way to clear your head. Think about something else or think about nothing at all. That's really what works the best for me. That's why I like mindfulness so much. It's just trying to think of nothing and just focusing on a sound or your heartbeat or something like that. All right, so that is, I got some notes here on my iPhone. All right, so to take a step back, take a walk, meditate, mindfulness, shake it off. That's number one. Number two is to refocus. Ask yourself, is this just simply a challenge, or is it a problem? Because a lot of times when we start to get overwhelmed, we go, oh, I got problems. And then we feel stressed, right? But there is literally a huge difference between a problem and a challenge. And the only real difference is in our head. But the difference is huge, because when I say I have a problem, that is almost like unsurmountable. But if I say I have a challenge, totally different thing. A challenge is something we rise up to. We gain strength, we gather ourselves, and we want to bust through it. We're going to figure it out somehow or another. So take a moment, focus on it as a challenge, and then ask yourself the magic question: what am I grateful for? This challenge, see, we go from problem to challenge, is an opportunity for me to grow. So what am I grateful for? I'm grateful that I'm learning something new. I'm grateful that the fact that I'm frustrated means that I feel like I'm really close, and I feel like it's possible. See, frustration just means you're so close, but you're not there, which means that you need to take a step back, regroup, and then come at it again. So try that. Change it from problem to challenge, and then ask yourself, what's great about this opportunity that lies before me? Because once I conquer this, I will have learned something. I will have made incredible progress. It's important. That's why I'm frustrated. So what's great about it? Focus on that. It will make a difference. And anytime that you're not feeling the way you want to feel, ask yourself the simple question: what am I grateful for? You know, what am I grateful for right now? What is great about this moment? And if your brain comes up with the all famous nothing, okay, because if it's in a negative state, it's going to throw nothing at you. Then turn it around and say, okay, I'm not thankful for anything right now, but if I wanted to be thankful for one tiny little thing, what could that be? And, you know, it could be as simple as I'm above ground. I'm not under it. I'm breathing clean air right now, you know? I'm not being shot at. There's a lot of things that you can be thankful for at this moment if you'll just take a moment to focus on them. All right, so that is number 2, refocus. Number 3 is to prioritize. So once you clear your head, and once you get your mindset now on that it's a challenge and that you're growing and you're thankful for this, now you're going to ask yourself a few questions, okay? And I've got them written here. Number 1, what's my purpose? Remind yourself why you're doing this. What is the point of this? You know, I've been learning how to make these videos, and I'm doing everything on my own. I'm doing the lighting, I'm doing the camera work, I'm doing the editing on the computer. And that's why, if some of you guys are watching this going, he needs a professional, he needs help, he needs some help, somebody help him. That's because I'm doing it all on my own. And each video, I hope, is getting better. Because my purpose is to learn how to do it so I can share with you guys ideas that I hope will make your lives better. Like this video right now. So for me, all the frustration is worth it if someone out there comments and says, good stuff, thank you, I appreciate it, this helped me. Anything like that. That type of feedback tells me it's totally worth it. So ask yourself the same thing. What's my purpose? Why am I doing this? You know, and if there's no real purpose behind it, why are you doing it? But in most cases, there's purpose. And that's why you're frustrated, because you think, you know, you see it as something important that you need to do and you need to accomplish. All right, the next one, what one thing, now this is a very crucial question, what one thing will advance me to the next level? What one thing can I do right now to help me? Because oftentimes when we get frustrated, we're thinking about the finished product, but there might be 10 steps from where you are to the finished product. You know, going back to my example of making these videos, I got real frustrated early on trying to make these videos for the lighting. The lighting was never right, and I would go in, I'd make the video, I'd edit it, and then I would try to pretend like it was okay. But at the end of the day, I knew it wasn't good. It looked bad. So publishing the video was my goal, but it wasn't the next step. You see, I was over here with lighting issues, and I had to figure out what's the next step. how do I fix the lighting? Is it a camera issue? Is it an actual light bulb issue? Is it something I can fix through editing? I had to learn about that stuff. And that's the next step. I can't just jump to publish. That's where I want to be. But I got to take step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So just ask yourself, what's the very next step that I need to take right now that would make the advancement? And a lot of times it's learning what the next step is, or learning how to do the step you're in. Okay? So focus on that. Pull yourself in, centered on where you are right now, not where you want to be. Okay? You remind yourself of the purpose. That's important. But now pull yourself back to where you are. What do we need to do? Number 3 in the prioritize. Is there anything you can drop that really isn't important? If you're feeling really overwhelmed because there's too many demands put on you, is there something that isn't that important that you can drop, that you can maybe put off for a while? I'll give you another example. I started making the videos. I also have a book that I'm in editing. It's Life by Intention. I'm editing it right now. And I was getting frustrated because I want to edit and make videos, learn how to do the videos, shoot the videos, upload them. I mean, there's too much for me to do. And I was feeling totally overwhelmed, which was slowing me down instead of progressing me. So what I decided to do was, hey, what's the main thing right here? Is editing the book the most important thing? And in my mind, no. Because I have a book that's out there already. This one will get published, but the videos are super important to me right now. And I want to get those. So I put the editing, on the back burner for a little bit. I'll come back to it. It's always going to be there. But it's not time. Once I master the videos and get a routine going, then I go back to the book. So what can you do? What can you drop? If there's something that's been on your list, but you haven't got to it in 10 days, either you need to prioritize it, or it's really not a priority, and you need to put it on the back burner, give it to someone else who can handle it for you, defer it to someone else if they'll help you, hire someone if you have the money, but don't tie yourself up trying to get the little things done when they're not really advancing you in the direction you want to go at this point. All right, and number 4, schedule in the rest. So whatever you prioritize for later, you can schedule it in. Put it in for a month from now or 2 months from now, whatever it is. My book editing is put in for 2 months from now because right now I need to make videos. And I will reassess in a couple of months to see if I have the time to do it, if I got everything working the way it should, and then I can progress to the next one. So prioritize, or get help, If you can get help, get help. Number 4, so we're going to take a step back. We're going to refocus. We're going to focus on it as a challenge. We're going to look at what we're grateful for, what's great about the opportunity, and then we're going to look at what do I need to do very next thing, right? We're going to remember our purpose, so we get re-energized, and we're going to focus on right now, what do I need to do? So the next one, number 4, is break the rest of this stuff down into small goals and then get busy. Okay? What's the very next thing that I need to do? Break it down to a small goal. Make sure you're doing it in its pieces, because sometimes those 10 steps, the first step might have 5 parts to it. We can't, jump past any of these. So once again, we need to break it down. What's manageable right now? And then we want to create some positive momentum. Don't run away from the challenge, okay? We run away from problems. And that's what's cool about calling it a challenge, is you get pulled in, right? You want to go fix it. But if it's a problem, you want to run away from it. Don't run away from it, because it's not going to get any better by running away from it, because now other things compile on top of that. So break it down into manageable little tiny chunks. What can I do right now? What can I achieve in the next 30 minutes or an hour that can move me forward? And maybe it's some research. I don't know. But whatever it is, let's break it down, let's make progress, and let's see it as that, Let's celebrate the victory. The small steps are what get you there. Lao Tzu, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And that is the same thing with learning to make a video, writing a book, or completing a report. Whatever it is you're doing, break it down. What's right now? And then do it. And then celebrate that you did it. It is a victory. And 1,000 victories will equal a win. Anybody in sports understands this. You have to celebrate the touchdown. You have to celebrate the basket. You don't celebrate it for long because it's not the end result we're looking for, but it's the accumulation of those baskets that causes us to win. So break it down, make it manageable, and get busy. All right, create some momentum. Hey, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions or if you have any tips, put it in the comments below. And if you have any questions, I promise I will respond. I'll get in there and look at those things. And if it's a good question, I'll make another video. That really helps me. When you guys ask me questions that I can turn into videos, that is wonderful because we're both growing together. And I will do my best to help you out. If I don't know the answer, I'll either look it up or I'll let you know that's out of my expertise. All right? But I appreciate you guys listening and following today. And if you want to do this more, if you want more of my stuff, go to robertlewissims.com. And that's L-O-U-I-S, Robert Lewis, S-I-M-S, R-O-B-E-R-T, L-O-U-I-S-S-I-M-S.com. Go there. I got some free downloads that you can check out, 10 steps to achieving your goals 10 times faster. And I have the 10-factor success assessment and a few other things in there. And then I have my blog on there. You can read a lot of different things on there. So follow me on Facebook. Share this with some people, 5 people. That's my challenge to you. Do me a favor. Share it with 5 people. I'm sure there's someone else out there that would like to hear this information and needs to hear this information. So I appreciate you guys listening. I'm really thankful for you. And as always, I want you guys to go out there and I want you to live, I want you to love, I want you to laugh, and I want you to become. Become the best version of you can become. Live intentionally, guys.